They were Fobbits because, at the core, they were nothing but marshmallow. Crack open their chests, and in the space where their hearts should be beating with a warrior's courage and selfless regard, you'd find a pale, gooey center. They cowered like rabbits in their cubicles, busied themselves with PowerPoint briefings to avoid the hazard of Baghdad's bombs, and steadfastly clung white-knuckled to their desks at Forward Operating Base Triumph. If the fob was a mother's skirt, then these soldiers were pressed hard against the pleats, too scared to venture beyond her grasp. Like the shy, hairy-footed hobbits of Tolkien's world, they were reluctant to go beyond their shire, bristling with rolls of concertina wire at the borders of the fob. After all, there were goblins in turbans out there. Or so they convinced themselves. Supply clerks, motor pool mechanics, cooks, mail sorters, lawyers, trombone players, logisticians, Fobbits, one and all. They didn't care about appearances. They were all about making it out of Iraq in one piece. Of all the Fobbits in the U.S. Military Task Force headquarters at the western edge of Baghdad, Staff Sergeant Chance Gooding Jr. was the Fobbitiest. With his neat-pressed uniform, his lavender vanilla body wash, and the dust collected around the barrel of his M16 rifle, he was the poster child for the stay-back, stay-safe soldier. The smell of something sweet radiated off his skin, as if he bathed 7th Armored Division, headquartered in one of Saddam Hussein's marbled palaces. His PAO days were filled with sifting through reports of significant activities and then writing press releases about what he had found. His job was to turn the bomb attacks, the sniper kills, the sucking chest wounds, and the dismemberments into something palatable, ideally something patriotic, that the American public could stomach as they browsed the morning newspaper with their toast and eggs. No one wanted to read, "A soldier was vaporized when his patrol hit an improvised explosive device, his flesh thrown into a nearby tree where it draped like Spanish moss." But the generals and the colonels of the 7th Armored Division all agreed that the folks back home would appreciate hearing, "A soldier paid the ultimate sacrifice while carrying out his duties in Operation Iraqi Freedom." Gooding's weapons were words. His sentences were missiles.
Very well done. And one of the things that happens to our friend Captain Shrinkle is that he finally gets pushed to the side. He, incidentally, is the captain of a combat company. So he's been outside the wire. Hasn't helped him much, but he's been outside the wire. And toward the end of the book, he gets a very different job. What was that? That's
right. He's a character who actually straddles both worlds of the combat infantry, or the combat soldiers, and the Fobbits. And in the end, he ends up folding towels in the fitness center on the fob.
Not just folding them in the proper military manner.
Exactly.
Yes, doing his job well, as a West Pointer would always do, no matter the job.